Good morning, I'm Ron Steen, and this is a segment of Inside St. Paul's Edition. Each week we are going to feature a group within our church.
Hi, I'm Susan Ralph, and this week we are visiting the Fine Arts Committee, headed by Norbert Kraus, our music director. It's the group he founded 26 years ago. This group meets every other month on Thursday evenings in the library at 5:30. Norbert, would you like to tell us a little bit about it?
Thank you, Susan. Thanks for coming in this evening. But tonight we're preparing for more coming up in the future, and we have our committee members Sharon Roberson and Judy Sager and Wilma Weisenstein and Chris Miller, our chair, and Ron Steen with us tonight. And they are preparing for our ad campaign and our upcoming 26th annual Patriotic Celebration in June. We are just about finished with this year's season of 2010-2011. We have one more concert coming up on April the 8th at 7:30 when we'll be presenting the University Group, percussion group from Eastern Illinois University in Charleston. And they will be doing a concert with marimbas and percussion instruments. And then we finish up our season completely and start the new with our 26th annual Patriotic Concert on June 26th, This Land I Love. Ron Steen has been just a godsend for us to recruit and uncover wonderful talent, not only in our local area, but in the greater area and wider area that brings to St. Paul Church. We're very blessed. I had no idea 26 years ago that we would, along with a very generous gift that we received from a church member, that we would be able to build on the arts for the community. Truthfully, I've always believed, and I do believe, this is where the arts began. Jesus didn't have a church, but our Lord God gave us those talents to be shared. And early on, when churches and people gathered, there was time when people then responded, only maybe with their arms and hands, or their voices, or their bodies. And then we moved into musical instruments and detailed voices and music that is written for church, in the church. So we're very happy. We're very happy to have had over the years a number of people who are not only from this area, but from the greater United States, and actually some years ago, even from England. Many of our artists have traveled not only in the United States, but across the world. Just recently we had the very talented group, Celtic group, the Irish Cherish the Ladies. And they of course have performed everywhere from Carnegie Hall to Radio City Music Hall to European countries, and still do that today. So what better, in addition to our community arts groups, but St. Paul Church has been a leader in the arts in this Belmont. We want you to remember what's coming up.
Well, Chris, I just finished the 2011-12 series, and I know that you're really excited about Cotty Women's College from Nevada, Missouri. It's a women's choir with dancers. Tell us a little bit about that concert.
I was delighted to hear Cotty College was coming. It's a dear, sweet, wonderful 2-year college for women that a very special group that I am privileged to be a member of, PEO, sponsors. And there's many, many PEO women in town, and I'm just hoping for a full concert that night for a large attendance to support these great girls at Cotty College.
There's a full schedule already for next year's season. Friday, September 23rd, it's the Cornet Chop Suey. On Friday, October 21st, is Deborah Engelsdorfer Kasten. On Friday, November 4th, St. Louis Jazz Orchestra. Friday, December 2nd, the Clarion Brass. And then moving into 2012 already, we have our February 3rd dinner and musical concert. And on Friday, February 24th is the one Chris was referring to, Cotty College Women. So it's a full year already set up. It's time to return to our church service now. We're all ready, and we'll see you again next week for another edition of Inside St. Paul.